Okay, so hello and welcome to the Saturday evening session of What Cheryl Scrapped Live for the Project Mouse FANniversary for their 6th year. Today is Saturday, February 23rd, and I am going to be doing a layout for the Big Picture Challenge that Vanetta has posted in our forum at the Lilypad, and so it's a scrap lift, so I'm using a big photo and then one inset photo. So, all right.
So you've got the two photos and that's it so far, right?
That's it so far. And I think
All
I
right.
talked about using the at night. So I need to just make sure I get down here to the at night. It's sorting it the wrong way. That's why I can't find it.
And when you logged in, it should have asked you for your email address. If it didn't, you can actually click on yourself and edit to add it. That is how you will get the stamp and coupon blah 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 kit information sent to you.
That is funny.
All of a sudden, I couldn't think of what it is. I'm like, we're giving something away. What is it?
Oh, and it is the same stamp and the same participation prize for all 3 sessions. So if you've attended the other 2 sessions and you feel like you are done with Cheryl scrapping, you do not have to
Thank
stay.
you for coming. Goodbye. Good night.
Yeah.
If you're not done, feel free to stay and hang out with us.
Yes.
We're here for the next hour-ish.
Yes.
Just kidding.
We are delighted you're here. So.
Oh, no. Michelle, Disney Mom, says during MOC she scrapped a layout of her daughter telling Ariel she loved her boobs very loudly and rubbed her she-shell top as she said it.
I love it.
Oh my gosh,
they're so sweet. Oh, the little ones. I love your boobs. At least she had
laughing.
on the plastic shell bra. Thank goodness she had that.
Oh, I think I might have peed myself laughing from that. Like if I was there in real life and my daughter just did that, I would die.
Yeah, I think I would have lost it myself.
Ariel didn't miss a beat. She said, "I love your dress." Oh, and I bet that's one of those stories she tells. Like, oh, so this one time I was
yeah,
Ariel,
you know it is.
And like, and I always want to be that person. The person who's like, I'm going to be like the best story they ever tell because this was so ridiculously funny. Even the photo fest photographer fell to the floor in laughter.
Oh, that's great.
Amber just came in. She's like, my audio picked up at the most awkward time.
Oh, no.
Oh. Oh, Linda, I'm glad. She said it's her 4th chat in the last 2 days. She loves having company while she's scrapping.
Oh, good. I like having company as well.
Jasmine says she's awake now. I would too. We try. Oh, that pink is so pretty with the carousel top.
Yeah, I need to move this though. I love this. I love it, but it's like height. It's losing
it's losing
spectacularness.
Yeah, it doesn't look so awesome.
Not so awesome. Okay.
Is it purple? It looks pink on my screen.
It's like a purpley pink. It does.
Well, yeah, purpley pink, but. Oh my gosh. Her husband said he heard it too, Amber. That makes it even more awkward. Oh my goodness. No, that's a good story.
Okay.
Orchid. Ooh. You're getting fancy with the names, Lisa. I like it. Wasn't that one of the colors of the Pantone year or something once?
I don't know. Okay, I need to look at
Ooh,
this really quick. Do, 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 do. Okay, big picture scrap lift. Okay.
your internet is so big.
Yes, look, it's at 175%.
Ah, I'm like, your internet screen just feels huge to me. Why does it feel so huge?
Yes, it's because I'm blind.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you make it bigger and da, da, da. Okay, so I need a little journal card. Okay, I was
That
just
is like
wanting to
the
make
perfect
sure.
picture.
It is, that is the
Aw.
sweetest.
Is Desiree here? She's not here tonight. She was here earlier. Just like, oh, that picture, man. I love when you capture those moments.
So sweet.
My mom just bought a new computer and she had to get the big screen. She kept talking about how she can't see it.
Your mom did?
No, Kat says that. So,
Oh,
Kat, at one point, my mom was complaining she couldn't see her laptop screen. So I took a cord and hooked it up to the big 72-inch TV screen. I said, now can you see it?
can you see it now, Mom?
She didn't appreciate me for that.
But
I don't imagine why.
she's like, why?
She did use it like that for a little while, like for a day or something, just for fun. But she was just
Yes.
like, "You're not funny." I'm like, "Yeah, I am." The story of my life. I think I'm funny. Oh. Yeah, Renee, I struggle scrapping on the laptop now too because I'm used to having my two monitors and screens and oh, Kat says her mother-in-law does use a projector. That's cool. TV and stuff. You know what? My brother bought a projector. He's not legally blind or anything, but they just did it instead of buying a TV. They just projected onto the wall because it worked better.
Okay.
Kayla says she's getting old and she has a pair of reader glasses everywhere. She wants a big screen. Just find a cheap TV. Colors might be off, but whatever. So there's a couple of people scrapping this challenge along with you.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Let's
Monica knows she
see.
needs glasses and doesn't want any yet. So she canceled her eye appointment.
I'm
You know
really
that doesn't make
glad
your eyes get better, right?
yeah.
I've worn glasses since I was 8, so honestly at this point, meh, whatever.
Okay, I think that everything has been from at night so far, except for I just brought in this little magic that's from Project Mouse
Yay.
Beginnings.
I love that kit.
It's
Oh,
so sweet.
Disney Cheryl's working on the black and white one. Michelle says she's too young for bifocals. She doesn't want them yet.
I have trifocals now, so I've just surpassed all of it.
You've
The
moved on.
loveliness. I've moved on. Moved
You've
on and
moved
up.
on. I like that. I've just surpassed it. I moved on. Ash Scraps is working on the recipe challenge.
Every time you say that, I think you're saying Ashcraft. And so I'm like, it just causes me to pause for a second. I'm like, what is she saying?
But Cheryl, why would you pause if I said your last name?
Oh, goodness.
And for those who are new, Cheryl is known as Gone with the Wind in the TLP forum, and Fiddle-Dee-Dee Designs is what she designs, the wonderful templates and other odds and ends at the
Yes.
Lilypad. So we realized people didn't know that last time, so we thought
Yeah.
we'd put that out.
We might better share that.
Yeah, we better add that information in there.
Oh, look, it's an enamel pin.
Oh, I love enamel pins.
And it's the carousel. How cute is that?
Oh, I love the pins. I love the artsy.
Yep.
I really love it all. The
Okay.
papers.
Yes.
If you're all the way at the bottom, Kayla, it should keep scrolling. It should automatically scroll. But if you're like halfway up reading it, if you're not all the way at the bottom, it won't scroll. I learned that the other day when I was like, man, nobody's talking. Oh, whoops.
Whoops.
Just kidding. I know you'd think the carousel was made for this. But you know what's funny is I look at that carousel pin and I can think of a different carousel at a local amusement park that I'm going to use it on.
Oh, you so
Yeah,
smart.
I know. Sometimes.
You so smart. Okay.
The Dole Whip pin.
Mm, mm,
That one is
mm,
super cute too.
mm, mm, mm.
I like the new like wax imprints.
Oh, the fasteners.
Yeah, in the fastener kits.
Yes. They are fabulous.
Aw, Bunny says we all have those smart moments. She called me smart, Cheryl. That's so sweet. She should come back again.
You're now her favorite.
Oh, I love the fasteners too. And the pins, like how realistic they look, they're so cool. Oh, it is a lot of fun. We actually enjoy doing it. We love having people here. I'd say we love having an audience, but that sounds really self-centered. We love having people to chat with. Again, I don't think we can do that, Disney Mom. She's like, should be a weekly event. It's her second time suggesting that, Cheryl.
I think you'd get tired of us at a weekly.
I think
You'd be
so.
like, yeah,
She's
you
like,
don't need to.
them again. Meh.
Meh, meh, meh.
Ooh, digital enamel pins. Yes. I am very addicted to those, Melinda. So Jasmine, what you don't know is this is actually slow for Cheryl.
Yeah.
She's like super scrapper, but when she has to talk to me and like pay attention a little bit more, she's a little slower. She has a YouTube channel where she records her layouts, and no, she doesn't speed them up. She really can be that fast.
No, I do speed them up like 4 times worth on some of them. So I'm like, dude, I cannot scrap that fast. That would be neat, though.
Okay. You do have some that you're very fast at, though.
Yes, I do.
I like that alpha.
Magic Carousel. That is from
We looked it up earlier.
Beginnings.
Oh, that's the beginnings alpha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Project Mouse Beginnings.
Wasn't that the new last year for the FANniversary?
They didn't do a FANniversary last year, but they did release, so
maybe not. Yep, you need the beginnings pack. I like the beginnings. I posted the bundle for you. Where is the alpha? Was it a freebie, maybe?
Let's see what it says. No? Hang on. It just says Beginnings Alpha. Flags not included. Found in Beginnings Digital Kit.
Oh, okay.
It does say that. So,
sweet.
There we go. That's good to know.
That's funny. Because they didn't list it. That's why I was like, oh. Okay.
Well, it's a surprise. Surprise!
It's a surprise! Huh. Melinda forgot she had it and bought it again.
Oh, it didn't warn you?
Oh.
Yeah, it didn't warn you? Uh, do, do,
Yeah, it
do,
should
do.
warn you that you did it. Lisa purchased beginnings and has to hunt it back down.
Yeah, and we're going to talk about organization a little bit tonight. I think I mentioned that earlier. So when I'm done with this, I can either do custom shadows or we can talk about organization. That's up to y'all. I'm here to serve the needs of the community.
Organization, please. Organize us. Custom shadows. Organization. Both.
Organize, organize. Rah,
Yeah,
rah, rah.
if you get it as a direct link, it doesn't. And also, Cat, I think it was Cat, BYOC will do that sometimes because if you buy it as a as a bundle, it doesn't mark the individual pieces. So that happens. Yeah.
Okay, let's see
Yeah,
here.
when you buy bundles, you have to double check. So
Okay, I really could be done with this, but I'm looking. I'm looking at the things. So I thought maybe I would pull this over and share with you what I'm looking at. So, because I haven't moved anything on the page for a minute, so you can see what I'm looking through here.
how's the Marie Kondoing going then?
With me?
No.
Oh.
She she says no more organization. I'm trying to Marie Kondo. Yeah, so she keeps everything. Yeah, see, I don't. I actually have a pile that needs to go to the thrift store on Monday. But I'm just not good at that. Does it spark joy? Because sometimes I'm like, well, this doesn't spark joy, but I have to keep it because it's required.
Right. Gotta keep that.
There are some things that, like my forks don't spark joy, but I gotta have them.
Uh,
You're not supposed to do other people's clothes. Isn't that one of the rules?
somebody's cleaning out somebody else's clothes.
Husband's clothes. Someone
Oh
has to do
no.
it. Get some Disney flatware. They spark joy. Ooh, they might. I went through my cups the other day and I had to keep some that don't spark joy because we don't have any that fit that size. So until I get around to shopping for more cups, we just kept those ones. We'll see how long they hang out. Oh, I don't think any of my school stuff sparks joy, but they keep telling me I got to hang on to it for right now, at least till I finish the semester. Oh. Danica says she was born in the year of the rat, and they hoard, so everything sparks joy.
Like everything.
Okay, but what will you do if you have company? If you only have 3 cups, 3 glasses, 3 bowls, 3 plates? Because there's 3 of us, but I have I think I have 6 of most stuff and 8 of a couple. Paper plates. Okay. I think I just had kids too often over. You just don't have company. Oh.
Like, no.
1 cat. The answer is 1. Bring your own? Would you like to come to dinner? Okay, so actually funny story about that. Because I'm full of stories. So we invited somebody to dinner. It's a close friend, so it's not as funny. It's funny, but they weren't offended. But we're like, hey, so we'd like to have you come to dinner, but you'd have to bring chairs because we don't have enough chairs for your family. So if you could bring 2 chairs with you.
That would be awesome.
You know what they did?
Oh, that is great.
They brought 2 chairs because I was like, we have 6 chairs, and with the extra 2, then there's 8 of us, and we don't have enough chairs. So we're like, come to dinner, but bring chairs. Oh,
Bridge
yeah.
is taking a little while to catch up here.
And the best part is they live in the neighborhood, so they were walking down the street carrying chairs. I have 8 cats, and they bring me joy. Oh. Meemaw has 8 to 24 pieces. Ooh. See, I don't, you know what, Kat? So like sheet sets, we have two. One that's on the bed and one that's in the wash is the idea. So I mean, obviously after it's washed, it goes into the cupboard. But like, and it's the same with towels. Like I think we actually have 3 towels right now each because we have 2 bathroom ones and then we have a pool one because we end up using one of the bathroom ones for the pool during the summer because they just don't always have enough time to dry with how often we go back and forth to the pool. But, you know, before that, we didn't need that many towels. No, I don't have winter summer bedding. In the winter, we add an extra blanket. In the summer, we take it off. So our guest set had a huge hole in the bottom sheet, Mima. We finally got rid of it because we thought it probably wasn't very nice for somebody to have their feet stick through it. So they just get our extra set. So we don't even have a guest set right now, actually. Sorry. Flannel in the winter, cotton in the summer. No, Kat, we have one of those hospital bed things, like that they can put under you when you're in the hospital bed that has like the plastic underside and then the soft overside. And that's what we used when we it's kind of like a pee pad, but it's meant for like adults who are going through like, you know, they're older and their bladders don't last through the night and stuff. We used it potty training. And we just were like, okay, this works perfect because it was so much bigger than what they do for potty training.
Yeah.
And I didn't want his mattress ruined. So I was like, there we go. Bring your own sheets. That would be funny too. Hi, welcome. Come to our place, but bring your own sheets and bring your own chairs. Oh, you don't want to stay with us? Oh, that's all right.
All right, I'm going to pull that back over now because I think, let's see.
Kathleen loves the Carousel horse stamp that you added.
And that is in Vibes Artsy.
Ooh.
So that's I can't remember which one it's a freebie for. Was it for
I think
the
it was
chat
for
this
the
afternoon?
No, that was the flowers, wasn't it? No, it's the free with purchase, $25. You get Artsy. The flower, yep, $25 purchase. Somebody else just reiterated for me. Perfect.
Gotcha.
The flowers were for the chat with Britt and Krista. Oh, good. Somebody else used those mattress pads for the kids. I like that you had to clarify that, Kat. So her dog peed on her bed. She's like, he hasn't done it though since Scott got back. He has to go outside, the dog, not Scott, and do at least a 4 count pee before bed.
Like,
because you know we could picture your husband going outside.
Yes. You're like, what is happening?
Oh no! Went on vacation and for 2 weeks left the dogs in the house with the pet sitter who let them get on the bed, and the vacation was too long because the dog peed everywhere. On the bed entirely. Oh no! That is not fun.
I'm so sorry.
Me too. I don't like pee everywhere. Potty training was the worst.
Was the worst, the absolute worst.
Yeah. My sister said her son, who's 6, was playing and peeing outside, but it was so windy the pee flew back into his face.
Oh no.
Bet he doesn't pee outside again for a while.
I bet he doesn't.
Oh my goodness. Oh, and the mattress was only 5 months old? Oh. This stream of conversation is hilarious. You know, honestly, we never know where the conversation's going to go.
We don't. We do not. But that's
We don't know where
okay.
the layout's going to go. We don't know where the conversation's going to go.
We don't. We're okay with it. We're okay.
Yep.
Tell your embarrassing story. We will embrace you.
We'll love you still.
Okay. Let's I need some more flowers. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. Renee, the one that we have is washable. I think it is intended for hospitals, but it was good and it worked and we bought it. Why bother with the little kid size version that won't even sit under their butt when you can buy one that's like the entire length of the child? Much better. Natural consequences. Oh, I like it. Why does it need more flowers?
Because it's me.
I know.
Because it's me.
I laughed so hard when you told Britt that it needed more flowers, and I was like, nope, it's good. It doesn't need more flowers.
Don't listen to her. Don't listen to her.
Danica must have all the flowers. Come on, there's got to be somebody else who's like me, who's like, whatever on flowers.
Meh.
Gotta dress it up. All right, that's it. We're kicking people out. Oh, Monica, woohoo! She says we don't need them. Erica's a whatever. Lisa says both ways. It depends. What kind of information do we mention we learned in the passport? Whatever you learned. It could be that don't pee into the wind. It could be that Cheryl can follow directions sometimes.
Or not.
Or not to let dogs pee on your bed. Yep. Or not to be gone on vacation too.
Okay, let's see here. All right.
I'm not quite that far, Amber. If I wouldn't put them on a real scrapbook page, I likely won't put them on a digital. I think it's more just because I'm not huge into the flowers, but I do like them occasionally because I like the shape that they give. Like the little round bits here and there.
Yes, like I feel like that needs.
Cheryl does have a shadow kit. It's the one she uses all the time. Do you want me to give you a handy dandy link?
Here's your handy dandy link.
Here's your handy dandy link. Go shopping.
Cool shopping. Okay, so I'm not going to work on shadows. We'll talk about organization. Shall we?
Yeah, I don't use those often, Amber, either. The big fluffy silk flowery ones. What are those called in real life?
I'm not sure.
They were all the rage for a couple of years.
Yes. Okay. All right. So I am currently in Bridge. And I have it set so I have a collection set up so that it has everything that's in every Project Mouse that I have, and I am currently sorting it by folder, but you can sort by file name, size, label, keyword, so there's lots of ways that you can do it, but let's see, because I don't think I've done any of we'll do the flowers. I think they're called Essentials. They're down here somewhere.
Bridge is a free Adobe program that comes with it any Adobe login that you have.
Yeah, so your Adobe ID is all you need in order to download it.
Sweet, enjoy it, Fanetta. I use the photo shadow with Edge all the time because it's one of my favorite shadows. Yeah, you don't have to have PSE or PSCC. It's literally, it's free with an Adobe ID.
Oh, there they are. Just went
Prima
past them.
flowers is what I was thinking of. Danica helped me get there. Can you explain tagging for organization? And does it load in collections, or do you have to set that up?
You can set up Bridge to pull things into your collections automatically. But you do have to set it up. You have to set up your collection, and you have to set up the rules by which it will pull that item in once you have it in, put it on that particular drive. Yeah, once it's on that particular drive. But just to see your collections panel, you just go to Window and click that. And then once you have the panel open down on the bottom, it will tell you that you can start a new collection, but you can also start a new smart collection. And when you open that up, you can tell it where to look. So if you want it to look on your desktop, a current folder, you can browse to a specific folder. If you want it to have a particular keyword, if you want it to have, I think, let's see, a label, description, file size, file name. So if there's a certain file name, if it contains a certain string of characters, you can enter in that text, and it will automatically start pulling that into your smart collection.
Sweet.
And then I don't know why it is not building these
Previews.
Yeah.
Your horse awaits. That's so cute. Hi ho.
Hi ho. Hi ho. Hi ho.
See, and if you look at it this way, you could totally see another use for something. Like that shopping bag? Totally.
Oh yeah, there's lots of fun stuff.
Crazy. Kat says Bridge has been slow for her too. And will Bridge link to external sources like an external hard drive?
As long as you have it plugged in. I mean, yeah, I mean, right now I'm using external hard drive.
So Bridge doesn't build a database, really. It reads what's already there, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So that might just be, so yeah. So as long as it was plugged in, it would see it.
Okay, let's go back and sort the
Oh,
folders.
bummer, Amber. But yeah, totally go and watch the recording.
Yes.
Bonnie says, hi ho, it's off to scrapping we go.
Yep.
Okay, so that great big zap, I kind of want to, I think I have pictures of our old mosquito thing that used to kill the mosquitoes, those mosquito lights you have, the zappers.
Oh, yes.
I kind of want to use it with that and have like zap, zap, zap.
Zap, zap, zap. I like how you did that. Zap, zap, zap.
Well, I can just like see it like big going down to the picture of like the mosquito thing. Because we used to get a little too much fun out of sitting there and listening to zap them. We're like, there goes another one. Let's see. Layouts and videos. It will be here. It will also be on her YouTube channel. But it'll be here in the forum, which will help you get over. All I can think of is A Bug's Life. The light, it's so beautiful.
Don't look at
The
the
true
light, but it's so beautiful.
light.
All right, so
Zap.
I was gonna just tag flowers, but they're not. The thumbnails aren't building. Of course, when you want to show somebody something, you can't. So, but I will. So, say for instance, you know what? I'm just going to close collections because that'll make that a little bit easier. And we'll just go this way. Okay, so basically I'm just looking in my folder on my external hard drive where my scrapbook kits are. And let's see here. Here's the Project Mouse Essentials Flowers. So I'm going to open that folder up. And you'll see all the fun little flowers there. I don't really need the folder version, so I'm just going to go ahead and delete that extra out.
Deleted.
Delete.
Kat, you don't have those? Did you go to the chat this afternoon with Krista and Britt? Because if not, you'll have to wait and buy them.
Yeah, so I will, once I've navigated to this particular folder, I've got the preview open and I have set up keywords. And one of my keywords is one for previews. So all I have to do is just click there and it assigns the keyword preview there. So if I'm just wanting to look for previews, I can look at that. I do need to just, you can click and you can use Control A to select everything that's in the folder. And once you've selected everything, that's when I'll go in and mark who the designers are. So this will be British Designs. And you'll see it down on the bottom down here where it actually will show you that it's assigning them, and then you'll see that the little check mark stays checked. And then I'll go down here to Sahlin and mark that, and you'll see it start working, writing metadata there. So after I've assigned the designers, then I'll assign the store, and that'll be the Lilypad. And I have it set up so once it sets once I click in a subfolder, it automatically does the parent folder. So, so I've got the stores marked, and now I need to mark my embellishments, and I just have one called flowers, and I'm not gonna tag the preview for that. I'm just gonna actually tag all of these. Let's see, I think there's one leaf in here though.
You keep passing it. There it
yeah,
is.
there's two leaves. Okay, so I'm gonna click on those.
Oh, you lost it all.
No.
Ah, I see what you're doing.
I'm gonna mark off flowers and click foliage instead for those two. So now that I have done that, I also have themes, and one of my themes is Disney.
No.
Yeah. Yes. Disney. And underneath it, I have Project Mouse, and I am, this is part of their Essentials line, so I'm going to click Essentials, and that marks it under Themes, Disney, Project Mouse, Essentials. And if there was something specific in here, like I needed it to be for Fantasyland or Frontierland or something like that, then I could mark that as well.
That's
so let's
cute that you
say,
had it divided out too.
Yeah, so let's see.
The chat got really quiet. Either they're overwhelmed or they all left us and we just don't know.
Yeah, they're like, oh, we're done with this.
Do you keep the folders of paper separate from the kit, or do you tag the entire kit as one?
As one. So, for instance, Vibes. I just got that collection, and so it's just Project Mouse Vibes. And when you open up the folder, the only thing I have separate right now is Artsy. I kept it in its same folder, but everything else I unpack, so it's all together. And then when I want the papers, then I can just control click or shift and then select all those papers, and then I can mark those. So let's see here. Let's test this baby out. So say I want to see the flowers. I can right click here and choose find. And I want the keywords to contain flowers, but I also want the keyword to contain Project Mouse.
Kat says she can't focus anymore. She's just looking at the flowers. Pima Princess says she thinks it's over her head. And that's what Disney Cheryl said too. It's over my head.
Oh, shalt. Go back.
Yeah, I struggled with bridge, guys, so I just walked away from it. I couldn't get it to do what I thought it should do, so it drove me nuts, and I just walked away.
Yeah.
So, yep.
Keywords contain. It should only be pulling those two. Why?
Because you're including all subfolders? I don't know.
I don't know.
If all criteria. No. You need
gotcha.
to add if all instead of just if any.
Keyword Project Mouse.
I need to pay someone to come and set it all up for me. Wouldn't that be nice?
There we go. So it's showing me flowers that have Project Mouse and flowers marked.
We'll find you, Kat, if we need help. She just made herself the super user. People are going to tag her all over the place.
Yeah. So let's see. Let's do another one, and then we'll just continue this.
You put your list somewhere in the forum, right? I'm correct about that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. My keyword list. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So this whole thing right here is fasteners. I don't need the folder. I'm going to go ahead and mark that preview. I'm going to select all, and you just get your own little routine as you're doing this.
It'll pull flowers from any kit that she has labeled as Project Mouse and Flowers, not just the Flower Essentials.
Yes, if I have attached those keywords. So when I usually scrap with Project Mouse, I either scrap by collection or I look at everything that's there. So I just scroll through it. So right now, it's only going to pull what's in that Flowers Essentials pack because that's all I've assigned that keyword to.
Okay, so folder, is it Macs that read folder and make it the preview image, Kat? You have a Mac.
But PC does.
PC? Mine doesn't.
Yeah.
No, mine doesn't.
Yeah, mine does.
I have a PC. Mine hasn't since Windows 7 or XP.
I don't know why.
Nope, mine doesn't do that. Mine doesn't make it the image folder. I have to go in and set that manually if I want to do it.
Huh. That's very interesting.
And when I searched for it, I couldn't find something that made it the folder preview. All these people are like, it's for PC. I'm like, no, it really doesn't do that for me. I have to go in and set it up.
Interesting. Well,
I have not changed anything in my Windows. It's default.
okay.
So yeah.
These are all
It's interesting.
fasteners. So I'm going to mark them as fasteners. Woohoo! How novel.
Oh,
And
thank you,
then-
Kat. I'm not crazy. Her Windows never showed it that way.
I need
No,
to show
mine
Cheryl.
doesn't. Mine defaults as whatever the first image is in the
Okay, when
whatever.
you're looking in Windows Explorer,
Mhm.
you will see.
Okay, so wait, hold on. So stop. See how your Project Mouse Essentials?
Mhm.
That's what all of mine look like. Whatever the same with the enamel pins. The enamel pins is a great option of it. Whatever the first image is in the folder is the one that will show me. It does not show me specifically the folder.
That's weird because I mean it just is. I've never changed anything. Like this one doesn't have a folder image inside of it. It just has the preview. So that's why it's only showing that.
Yeah.
But if you go into the cars bundle, you'll see that there's one called folder in here somewhere.
Yeah, nope, mine doesn't
There
do
it
that.
is. There's 3, 4, 5 of them.
And 3 and 4 are the same. You could actually delete 4. Anyway.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, no, I have
you
a different whatever thing that I do.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I like to do tagging when I'm watching a show. That's a good time to do it, Lisa.
So that's why a lot of people keep the folder images. So when you are browsing through Explorer, it shows on your folder preview.
See, and I found a way to do it. It's in the forum somewhere, and I can find it if people really wanted it. But it changes, so instead of seeing the folder open with the preview, it actually shows, like it looks like a flat image, and it's just the image of the kit.
Gotcha.
So I really like that. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why.
The craziness of our PCs.
Squeaking in her sleep.
Computers.
That's awesome.
What?
Michelle's mom, our daughter is squeaking in her sleep.
Oh.
Cheryl is on a PC.
Yeah. PC.
If the preview is called folder.jpg, it should be shown that way in the folder image. Yep. On a Windows. She was trying to figure out what the sound was, took out her headphones and realized it's her daughter. She was probably thinking, why is Courtney or Cheryl squeaking? This is weird.
Right. Okay, so let's go back to, we'll go just take a look and see what, because somebody asked, why is that only showing those flowers? I'll show keywords contains flowers without the project mouse. And so you'll see it pull.
And if you look on the side, you can see how long it's thinking through everything.
Yeah, there's a lot of Bella Gypsy, because they're a bee. They're at the top. So I've gotten those tagged. That's terrible. Yeah. And it'll tell you, 427 items. So if
you got to start somewhere.
Yeah. So if you get really crazy and mark them by color, like if you wanted to see all your
red flowers,
then you could do that.
Kat says, what's the best way to search? She uses the top search bar, but she's not sure how to open the custom search like you just did.
You just make sure that you are hovering over that keyword that you want to search with, and it pulls up your find. You right click on it and it'll give you your find, but I think it is in let's see, there it is under edit. And you can
Control
also use
F
Control F, which you can do that in your web pages as well.
in Word, in Adobe, PDF Reader.
Yep. All the things.
All the
So,
things.
but I really find it. Let's see. I'll go down here.
It's true, Danica. Her husband's watching behind her and said, "Why don't you have this?" I told him it would take 10 years to label everything. He said, "Start today and go forward."
There you go.
Honestly, that's what you have to do. If you
Yeah.
want it and it's going to be worth it to you, then honestly, for me, everything I have tagged is totally worth it. So I
So I have my hierarchy. I have scrapbook kits. I have one just called kits, and it has a number in front of it so that it's in the order I want to see it when I first look at the folder. Sahlin Studio, Project Mouse, and then all my Project Mouse goodies are in here except for the new ones that I just got, which are still out in the scrapbook kits area. So I could like open up each one of these folders and see what's in there, or I could, click on my collections and then it shows me everything. So,
you
I'm
can
way
select
behind.
multiple files. Can you select multiple folders?
Um,
Yeah, but it's okay, Disney Cheryl. Everybody says Krista's last name wrong. She's
you
used to it.
what?
She said, "Is that how you say Krista's last name? I've been saying it
Yeah,
wrong."
yeah, Celine. You cannot select folders to tag everything that is in the folder, but you can select multiple items within the folder. No, 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 no.
Does that help, Britt? So yes, multiple files, but not multiple folders.
Yeah.
Yeah, tag new kits as you go. That's starting somewhere, and at least you'll be able to find something.
Yeah. And let's see, I'm trying to think of what else. We talked about this a lot in the forum, and I'll have to like find that thread and bump it again.
I already reposted the link in here for people.
Okay, good.
If you move the folder on your computer, does it lose the connection?
Nope.
It'll go find it? Or
Yep.
oh, that's cool.
Because it saves it's not like ACDC
or
Lightroom where you move something and it's like, I don't know where it is. Yeah. What I do like about ACDC is that you can select a folder and it will tag everything in that folder. It's so delightful. You don't have to unpack, you can just be like, okay, I want to tag everything in there with this, and you can't do that in Bridge. So I do not like that. But after having lost my catalog, yeah, it's in ACDC, I'm done with it. Yeah.
Does it save because it's in the metadata of the file? So is it
Yes.
saving to the file?
Yes. Yep.
Kayla gave up after her ACDC catalog got corrupted. And I'm kind of laughing because that's actually what I just started to work with. It's ACDC, and I like it better than Bridge.
Yeah, and in fact, I'll open it up real quick and we can take a look at it.
Oh, you don't need to.
Oh, no. I was just saying it's very similar to use. I do like you can see in Bridge here, I don't get a folder preview, and you do get that in ACDC. So I do like that. And so if I wanted, say, for instance, to make a category and I wanted to call it fasteners, there it is up here, and all I have to do is either drag it over on top of here, and you have a little window that pops up says you are attempting to categorize a list of items that contains at least one folder. And you can choose what you want it to do. Add the items from the folder and its subfolders to the category, create a category structure based on the folder structure, or create a category structure based on the folder structure and assign the items respectively. And I usually just choose the top one. And then when I click on fasteners over here, it pulls them all up. And it's only moving this fast because that's the only thing I tagged in here. If there was a bunch of stuff tagged, it would take it a minute to think. So, but it is pretty quick. And there are, like I said, there are things I love about it. I just hated investing that much. Yeah. So I think I saw Fanetta say something about having the previews tagged, and that's why I've started doing that. So keywords contain previews, find, and you'll see.
And I've done that before too, just tagged the previews. Because yeah, it is easier to find things, and especially if you usually search by like theme and stuff. Yeah. Starting with kit previews is a place to start, and it gives you a hand up.
Yeah.
Yes, you still get the stamp if you head out early. Your email should have been captured when you came in, and Cheryl will send that out later.
Yep. It may be tomorrow. I should be able to do it tonight. It's only 9:20. So, but here, Fanetta, I've just marked all of those previews with that keyword previews, and I just clicked on it, and it's showing everything that I have currently tagged. So.
Go back to bed, Jasmine. Thanks for coming. Thanks for coming.
Poor thing. She's like, I'm staying up. I need my stamp. Poor thing. I'm so sorry.
Have a good night, Ash Scraps. I tried to enunciate better.
Yeah, Ashcraft. Yeah, Ashcraft. Ash Scraps. Yeah. So, yeah, that makes it super nice. I do tend to scrap by theme, so a lot of times that's what I'm looking for. So I have like document year December, and events and celebrations, like stuff for birthdays, different holidays. So that's nice to have that. Let's see, document year December. So let's see, we'll find that one. And then it'll pull up that particular collection. Yep. So that's particularly nice when, if I'm using the 2008 document year December collection, it's easy for me to just see all those products at one time because it's a collection from a bunch of different designers. They're in different folders, and this way it pulls them all at one time. Kat, the list of my keywords is in the forum, and Courtney posted that already in the chat up there somewhere.
I think there's a couple other keywords in that one.
Yeah.
And then
and you can actually save the keyword list, and you can import it into Bridge, so you don't have to type all of the stuff that I've typed, and you can delete the stuff that doesn't fit you. So it'll help. Instead of starting from scratch, maybe that'll help.
The fasteners kit info goes out with the stamp. Yes.
Yeah. Awesome. But if you have just, say you don't want to use Bridge, talking about finding ways to use your products make sure that you have them all in one place. So you have all your project mouse. If it's something that you scrap with frequently, go ahead and have it in one place so that when you open it up, those products are there and easy to access. So, um, Michelle, that is a long list because it's unpacked. I don't know how to describe it other than that. All the subfolders, when I copied and pasted it just as a text document, it looks incredibly long.
Yep.
But it's not that bad when you import the keyword list.
If you use Bridge on your desktop and laptop using an external, will it all be the same on both computers?
Oh, I don't know the answer to that one.
I don't either.
I don't know that.
I don't know if it holds the catalog or not. Good question.
I don't know.
I mean, I would
don't
almost
know.
assume if you had the same catalog on both, it would find everything that's set up that way. But I don't know.
Let's see what it says.
I think all of us organize kits by folders to start with at some point in our scrapping thing.
Yeah.
That's how mine are organized too. 4 terabytes of storage. That's crazy. Yeah, I've Marie Kondo'd some of my kits. Does that bring me joy? Nope. It's gone. It's how old? I'm pretty sure the designer doesn't want me to use that anymore.
Okay, let's see here.
If I could only hug it and find out. Virtual
panels, blah, blah, blah.
Bye, Michelle. It is getting late. It's okay. You're not missing anything.
Yeah, I'm just trying to find an answer to that if I can find one quick.
Oh, I've deleted almost all of my freebies except for like current designers. Bye, Monica. Thanks for coming. And then I've like some of the designers I know who I found some of their really early stuff and being nice to them, I've let some of those kits go because their style has changed and they've gotten better and stuff. And I'm just like, yeah, we're going to let that go. Delete is so final, but do you know how many Christmas kits I have? And Christmas only comes once a year. Like I was listening to, I think it was the Digi Show, and they were talking about how at the end of every Christmas, they delete all their Christmas kits. They never save any of them because the next year there'll be new ones that they want. So why? And I was like, that's true. That now has all the keywords imported. I do not delete a kit once I use it. I file it away. But every so often I'll go through and I'm either moving stuff or I have a, like maybe I'm moving hard drives around or something and I'll be like, oh, you know what? Or when I've been organizing and I'm like, I don't care enough to organize this kit, which means I probably don't want to use it. So I'll let it go at that point. Because if I don't love it enough to organize it, I don't love it enough to keep it.
So true.
I mean, honestly, if it's a time thing that I just haven't gotten to it with time, that's different. But if I'm actively doing that, I'm like, nope.
I'm not finding anything quickly. I can't imagine why.
I don't know, because I can see why it would work and I can see why it wouldn't work. So
right.
Bonnie, I would. If I've used a kit on a previous page, like an older page, I would be willing. Melinda, there's stuff that I love. See, and that's the difference. Is there stuff you still love? There's older stuff I still love, so I don't delete it.
Yes, me too.
There's some stuff that I've had that I'm just like, you know what? I really don't like this, so I'm done.
Yeah, and it's okay. It gave you happiness. You have the pay. It's okay to let it go if it's not gonna help you, and it's just crazy.
Well, and I was a paper scrapper, and so I think back to when I paper scrapped. Once I used that papers and stuff, it was gone. And with Digi, I get way more out of it than I ever got out of my paper
Hmm.
scrapping. So it's okay. See, I don't
Okay,
keep zip
so
files because they corrupt.
I can't I can't answer the question as to whether I can't even remember who asked it. Erica, I think. If you can use it on a desktop and a laptop. Um, no. That's going to bother me now. I would presume that if you have the program, you just need to have the, you
I wonder
just
if you
make
could,
sure you're, ish, I don't
well,
know.
because I would think if you're using the same keyword list and going back and forth, if you just imported the keyword list, then hopefully it would import whatever you've
Yeah,
like tagged that up.
yeah, I just hate to tell you.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
know. I would try it and see.
yeah.
Just try
I
it with
mean,
like one
try it.
kit. Do it with one kit and see what happens, and then you'll know. And you haven't used a lot of time.
Yeah.
Lisa, I like Digi for that reason too, that I can use favorite papers and elements over and over. I'm like, it's not like I'm heartless, guys. I don't delete like all my kits. I have
They're
a
like,
lot of kits.
there was a collective gasp, Courtney,
I
when you said,
know.
they were like, oh,
I delete them.
why?
Guess what? Can I make them gasp again? I
Yes.
delete photos too.
Oh, I do that. Yes. Yes, I do.
I don't know if we can be
Yeah.
friends.
Yeah. So, like,
Oh.
I have a lot of kits by Forever Joy. I don't anticipate ever deleting anything in this folder. I don't have a problem keeping it. Yeah. And some of them are, old kits that I've had for a really long time.
But see, Kat, some of my photos, I might have 4 of the exact same shot trying to get my kid not to be blurry. And so I'm okay letting go of the blurry ones because I still have that moment. And if it means I do 1 instead of doing 4, I'm okay with that. Forever joy brings you forever joy, Cheryl.
She does. She does. She always brings me joy. So I'll keep hers. Pretty much anybody at the Lilypad. Um, I'll, unless
Pretty
it's just
much everybody.
really.
Ooh, Cheryl's throwing shade.
No, I didn't mean it like that. I'm just
I'm
like,
teasing you.
I used to be on these people's creative teams, so that's why they're still in this folder. I need to move them out. But yeah, the other ones are Allison
Yeah,
Pennington and other people are in my kits. So that's why
Melinda,
they're
I
not.
have some blurry ones. If I didn't get a decent one, then I
Yeah.
do have some blurry ones for those moments. But if I got a decent one, I'm good. I don't
Kat
need.
was saying she has a hard time rejecting in Lightroom. And what I've found is I'm like you, I don't mind deleting them if I have a good one to get rid of a blurry one. Because if I've taken a series of photos, but if I'm not sure, I don't mind keeping the blurry one. But then when I go to scrap it, I'm like, okay, if this isn't good enough for me to scrap, why am I keeping this? So then
Yep,
that's my final call mark, where I'm like, okay, I'm done.
yep. So I
Um,
have 1 or 2. Well, not 1 or 2. I have a few that I'm okay keeping, even though I'm not going to scrap it because it might have somebody in it that I'm like, well, that's not really for my story, but they might want that picture.
right.
Does that make sense? So I have
Hmm.
a couple of those, but I try not to do that too often. Overall, I'm just like, nope, I don't know this person. Kaboosh.
I
And
don't,
part of that probably comes from the fact that I was scanning all of my mother-in-law's photos for her and making them digital. And I'm like, so who's this? And she's like, I have no idea. I don't even know why I kept that. Really?
and you gave it to me to scan. Thank you.
Yeah. I wasted my time scanning it for you. Why do we have it? I have not
No.
tried their action to clear up blurry photos. Like Cheryl's photo. Don't know that guy.
He's now immortalized on a scrapbook page and then the
In a
video.
chat.
That guy's
Um,
butt.
Have you used the action? I assume it's Adobe Action, Melinda, that's supposed to clear up blurry photos.
I haven't. I usually always do my editing in Lightroom.
Me too.
And then I scrap in
I mean, part of it
PSCC.
for me is knowing what I know about photos. There's only so much of the pixels you can correct. Like, because there's only so much data there. So there's only so much sharpening before you'll get grainy and stuff. Yeah, it's not going to work miracles, I don't think.
Mm-hmm.
Especially with my older pictures that are only 2 megabyte pictures or whatever. It's definitely not going to work miracles on those.
Oh, big pixels.
Yeah, I'm sure it's in there. I use Lightroom to edit. I haven't looked at it. Yeah, that might be fun to go pull one of those old ones. Crappy BlackBerry phone photos. Oh,
I like that. Crappy BlackBerry.
They are. They're crappy photos, and it bugs me because I'm sure I thought they were good at the time because you're looking at a teeny tiny little screen.
Yeah.
You know? And it's like, yeah, nope. That was not a very good photo. And the part that sucks is, of course, okay, teeny BlackBerry photos combined with active moving toddler.
Those are great.
Yeah, no. I'm glad I used to keep my DSLR out because at least I have some decent photos of this kid when he was a toddler and running. And we had a dark house because of the way we lived on the hill and we didn't have super bright lights in the house. So it didn't have a lot of light. So yeah.
Yeah.
These photos, some of these photos have a lot against them. I should try the PSCC and see what happens. Oh yeah. Bad photos are totally better than none. But yeah. I'm like, there's only so much correcting you can do to some of those photos.
I know I scrapped one because Daniel was running around the backyard and I wanted to take some photos of him and he just kept running from me. And I kept taking the pictures and there just happened to be one where he was like right in front of me and he's still a little blurry, but mostly it's just you see this big blur in the background and him kind of looking at me. It's a pretty cool photo. And I'm like, okay. Yep.
She finished her page except for her custom shadows. She'll post it in the forum.
Yeah, I don't mind opening it. Just take a second here.
Depending on how long Adobe takes.
New computer. It opens quickly.
Doesn't have any crap on it yet.
Nope.
I'm looking at your styles and your actions, and I'm like, yeah, you don't have much in there
yet. Yeah, I just have my styles in there right now. I mean, I have other stuff loaded, but yeah, there's some other stuff in there. But
Bonnie says, so nice, very lovely.
Thank
Kim
you very
loves
much.
It.
Yep. I love the colors. I mean, how can you not like that? I do. You know what I do need is a little pop of red, I think, now that I'm looking at it. This red in here. I think maybe just like a little button or something.
Let it go. Let it go.
Can't hold it back anymore. Reminds me of the what was it? He was Opera Man on Saturday Night Live. Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, you're like, I've been up too long. I remember being a teenager. I don't know if it was Opera Man or something else, but they were doing like Beat It and Jeremiah was a bullfrog. And it was like, Jeremiah was a bullfrog. And, beat it, don't make me repeat it. My sister and I died laughing. We thought it was so funny. It's just stuck in my head now. I can remember that stuff, but often walk into the next room and don't know what I'm in there for. And then I just stand there looking around, like, how did I even get here? Like, when you drive and you're like, you look up, you're like, wait, how did I get this far on the road? You're like on autopilot. How did I get from my bedroom to the laundry room? I don't remember walking in here. Crazy. All right, ladies. Well, I think we've done a little bit of organization and we did some scrapping and a lot of project mousing. And I got 3 layouts done this weekend so far and helped Britt do a layout last session. That was pretty cool.
Oh, that's cool.
And I'll be posting that video tonight. So if you did miss this morning's session and how we did a little tandem scrapping, she added the photos. I scrapped for about 10 minutes, then she scrapped for about 10 minutes, and then I finished it up with some custom shadows. Yeah, it turned out pretty cool.
It did.
All right. Well, thank
Thanks,
you
everyone,
so
for coming.
much. Y'all have a fabulous, fabulous evening. See you
Bye. Good
next
night.
time.
You haven't stopped your recording yet.
Nope. Okay. There we go.